Welcome back to the channel, folks. We are back at it up here in Maine, doing a little bass fishing on this beautiful, beautiful early morning. Let's see if we can catch a fish. Today's adventure takes us to the first recorded spot in Maine where bass were introduced. And here we are. This is Forbes Pond here in Maine. Beautiful, beautiful spot, off the beaten path. A little bit of a hike to get in. In the late 1800s, bass were introduced to Maine as a way to promote recreational angling. This is where we're going to start out. We're going to use a little Ned rig with a soft plastic craw. Well, we're snagged. That's not great. We got it back and I found somebody's little paddle tail. Oh, that was an aggressive take. Well, that's a problem. My hook is bent. We're gonna have to change that out. Definitely bent. So we've re-rigged with another Ned head jig, and we've got a stickle worm on there. And while I was putting this all together, the fish were getting active out here. We're gonna get one. I know it. I absolutely know it. All right, folks, we're gonna change tactics here a little bit. Seeing a lot of activity up on the surface. So we've just thrown on a little frog here. See if we can catch some on a topwater frog. That's always fun. Oh, awesome. Cool. Cool. My frog's over there. Darn it. All right, we have another frog on here. I think my line was, hey, I found my frog. Oh, that's awesome. Check this out. That's the frog I just lost. We're gonna go put this guy back and then we're gonna get back to fishing. Maybe if I can get right in there, there's a little bit of a overhang. Perfect, perfect. Perfect cast, but there was nothing in there, I guess. Whoops, nothing's gonna be up there on the bank. Maybe a raccoon or something, but don't want to catch a raccoon. All right, folks, nothing on the frog, so yeah, I guess it's time just to try something else. There we go, folks. Can we get this guy in? All right, folks, there's our first one on the day. Got that on a Strike King tournament grade spinnerbait. It's a pretty good fish. Let's get this guy back in and see if we can catch some more. Oh. All right, there's a closer look on what we got that last guy on. Decided to switch up to the spinnerbait. All right, nothing else on the spinnerbait, so we are going back to our little Ned rig and our stickle worm. After we decided to change up, we sent out that little Ned rig and sticko worm and ended up with this guy. Let's get this guy back in. I see some down timber right here. Let's give this spot a shot. Nice clear spot to cast. This is awesome. Big rocks to trip on too. We've got fish activity just beyond the area where I can cast. I just can't cast that distance. At least not with my Ned rig. Maybe something heavier. I'm going to give my spinnerbait, give that a try. Nice and heavy. I ought to be able to send that. Oh. Thanks. Oh. All right, folks, I just have a gut feeling that this will work. We're going to give this a try. This is a saltwater bait. There we go. Nothing too big, I don't think. There we go, folks. Just a little guy. Let's get him back in. There's a better look at that saltwater eel that we Texas rigged and caught that little bass with. All right, folks, looks like that's going to be the end of the video. Forbes Pond. I am so glad that I decided to come out here today. I was debating, did I want to come here? Did I want to go somewhere else? Did I even want to go out at all? Did I want to go trout fishing? But again, here we are at Forbes Pond, the first recorded spot where bass were introduced to the state of Maine. What a beautiful spot. I'm ready to get home, get another cup of coffee, maybe a second breakfast. Whatever else you have planned, make sure you get out there and fish. Today's adventure takes us to the first spot in Maine. Darn it. Oh. Oh.